I decided to challenge myself. For 7 days, I applied for remote jobs consistently every single day. Not perfectly, not with special connections, just using what I currently know. And honestly, the results actually surprised me. So, in this video, I'll share what actually happened, what worked, and what did not work, and what I'll do differently if I was to take up this challenge again. If you have ever or just been applying for jobs and felt like actually nothing is happening, you are not alone. I have been there too, applying, waiting, and just wondering if I was doing something wrong. So instead of just guessing, I decided to be intentional about it for actually 7 days and see what I could learn. Remember, my goal was just simple: apply every day, focus on remote roles, and use a better structure in each and application that I was going to make. I did not actually aim for any perfection in my applications, just consistency and apply to real remote roles. So before I started, I set some ground rules to myself. So my rule number one was I was only applying to real remote first companies, not those sketchy get rich scams posting that are always advertised. My rule number two, I was actually to tailor every single application I sent, no mass application at all. Then my rule number three was to track everything in a simple spreadsheet. Things like maybe date, company, the role that I'm applying for, and the response that I'm going to get afterwards. So, day one and two were all about setup. I actually updated my resume, polished my LinkedIn profile, and wrote a basic cover letter template. But each time I was sending a job application, I actually personalized it to the job description that they have stated. In those first 2 days, I actually applied to 7 jobs, and mostly in customer support, virtual assistant, and most entry level project coordinator roles. I actually invested about 3 hours total on each job application. And guess how many responses I got in the first 48 hours? Zero, not even one. And to me, that was fine because I did not expect magic to happen overnight. By day three, the excitement wore off. Applying for remote jobs is actually boring. I found myself scrolling through LinkedIn, Indeed, and those platforms that I know. So, day four, I decided to change my strategy. Instead of those big job boards, I focused on small startups and non-profit organizations. That's when something interesting actually happened. I applied for a volunteer operations manager role, something I just recently started doing in real life. And I actually mentioned it specifically in a cover letter for remote startups. The next morning, I got a reply, not an automated rejection, but a real message from the hiring manager asking me to tell her more about my role as an operations manager. So that tiny real world details that I gave to her and explained myself actually got me this role and the skills that they were looking for in this particular position. By day five, I had two more startups scheduled for 15 minutes chat with me. No offers yet, but a real human conversation. Day six and seven, I sent 10 more applications, making my total application of the week to 22. My final score of the week was like this: 22 applications, 8 rejections, 11 no responses, 2 skill tests, and 3 first round chats. No offers in 7 days, and that's the honest truth, but 3 conversations from cold applications. That's even better than I even expected because I was maybe expecting no response at all. But what surprised me most is that remote job applications aren't harder because of skills, they are harder because of trust. Companies don't know you, so they add extra steps like video questions, personality test, and maybe sample projects. By day 5, I almost quit. Not because it was hard, but because it felt invisible. I thought maybe nobody is actually seeing me. So, the one thing that actually worked was my real world experience, even in those volunteer roles. My operations manager mentioned wasn't just fancy, but it was real, and that actually cut through the noise that is over the applications. If I run this again, I'll change these three things. One, I'll only apply within 24 hours of job posting because every response I got was from jobs less than a day old. Then, strategy number two, I'll lead with my real experience because my volunteer role that I got, it gave me more attention than my resume bullet points. Then, strategy number three, I'll spend less time applying and do more follow up because one of my three chats actually came from a polite follow up email 5 days later. In 7 days, total applications was 22, zero offers, but three real conversations. That's not failure. It is just how remote job hunting actually works in 2026. So, if you are applying now and hearing nothing, you are not alone. The silence is normal. That one reply that you will get is actually a win. Try this for 3 days, and then track everything in a spreadsheet or maybe just a notebook, somewhere that you feel is comfortable. And I'll also like to know in the comment section which is the most annoying application question you have ever come across. And if this actually helped you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribing to this channel because I always share such real experience and more tips on career growth. See you all in the next one. Bye bye.